Alright, welcome back. So finally, it is the time for the installation. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can install Docker into Linux-based system. Also, I'm going to tell you how you can do the same for Mac and Windows-based system. Right. So for Linux, we are making use of Amazon EC2 instance. So it will be pretty much easier for us for doing the practical. And once we are done with the hands-on, we can just stop the instance and then we can restart it whenever we want to practice. Right. So let's get started with it. So before even we move forward, just wanted to let you know that whatever things and the commands we are going to execute, it's been documented in this repository where you can follow each and every instruction. So basically, whatever command we are running, if you want to know what actually it does, everything is documented in this repository and where this data is coming from. So it is coming from the official documentation of Docker Hub. So basically, all you have to do is search for Docker installation on Ubuntu. I'll suggest to go with the official documentation, but since we are installing the fresh package, so you can refer my MD file. Okay, but it is suggested to go with the official documentation, right? So here you will find the documentation for installation of Docker into Ubuntu based system and whatever things are required. Basically, what this command does is basically it will remove the conflicting packages, right? So if you want to know more about the command, what actually it does, everything is documented in a sequential manner into the MD file. So either ways you can refer both the documentation, right? So let's get started. So the first thing that we have to do is we need to first launch an EC2 instance. So I'll go to Amazon and I'll just click on EC2 and I'll just launch an instance. Let me name it as Docker pack and I'll select the Ubuntu as the base OS. Okay, and I'll scroll down. The instance type would be t3.micro, and here you may select any key pair. And if you don't have, just click on create new key pair and your key pair will be downloaded. Okay, so I already have one, so I'll just select this one, Ubuntu-local, and no need to enable any of the security groups. We'll whenever there is a need, we'll enable it on the fly, right? So keep everything as is and just click on launch instance. Now within some time your instance will be up and running, and then we will be starting with the installation of Docker. Now here we won't be running the commands as a sudo user because we want to follow the official practices whatever we do into the live environment. So we are going to allow all the permissions, all the root permission into the user so that we won't be utilizing the sudo commands, right? So let me go to the instance and let me just launch it. So I'll just click on connect. Either ways you can try to connect with two methods. If you want to launch a new console into the web browser, you can just use EC2 instance connect. For me, I want to use SSH client connect. So I'll just copy the command and I'll go to my terminal. I'll just paste the command. So basically we are trying to do the SSH, and once the SSH is success, we are inside our VM, right? So yeah, we are inside our Ubuntu machine. All right, now let's follow the documentation which is given in the GitHub MD file. So the first thing would be we need to remove the conflicting packages. So I'll just copy this command and I'll just paste it. Now, whatever I'll again repeat, whatever commands we are executing here, it's coming from the official documentation. So no need to worry which version are we downloading. We are downloading the latest package of Docker itself. So let me scroll down, and here we will be downloading the official GPG key from Docker itself. And thirdly, let's go down, and here we are going to add the Docker into the apt repository, okay, which is the package manager in Ubuntu based system. And let me know if you face any issue during the installation. Just paste that error message into the comment so that I can help you with the installation. If something goes wrong, let me know. I'll just help you out with that. All right. So it will add into the apt repository. And finally, this is the final command that will install Docker into our system. So basically, it is not just installing Docker. It is installing Docker CLI, container IO. It is installing Docker buildx plugin. Also, it is installing the compose plugin. So there are multiple things that it is installing. So let it install. And after that, we are enabling and starting Docker. So by default, it is up and running, but just to double verify and put a double check, we are running this command. Okay, so it's done. And now let us enable the service. All right, so it says services enable. And then the final thing is we are adding. Okay, so now see, after the installation is completed. And to manage the Docker as a non-root user, okay, we will add your user into the group of Docker so that you can run the Docker command without sudo. Okay, so let me run this command: sudo usermod -ag Docker user. Okay, so the current user is Ubuntu, so it will be added into the Docker group. Now, what will happen if I run docker -fn version? Okay, it is showing a Docker version correctly, but if I run docker run hello world, okay, it is saying permission denied, but you might be wondering, we already gave the permission and we added the user into the group of Docker. Why it is not running? Because whenever you do any configuration changes, Linux system needs a reboot. So let us reboot the machine. I'll go to the machine itself and we'll click on the ID and I'll just reboot the machine. So let me just reboot the machine. It will take some time and then we will be able to execute that command. Okay. Now let's wait for some time. And meantime, let me show you how you can perform the installation for Mac-based system and Windows too. So all you have to do is open a new tab and search Docker install Mac. And if you're a Windows user, just search for Docker install Windows. Okay, just go into this first link, and here, based on your system type, whether it is Apple Silicon or Intel chip, just click here and it will start downloading the package. Okay, now it is pretty much simpler. Just you have to download it and just double click, accept all the permissions, and then you are installed. You have installed Docker into your system. Now, how would you run it into the local? That is also something that I'm going to show you in this video. So don't worry, everything will be covered. Now, I think the machine will get restart, and let me just do SSH once again. All right, the machine is restarted, and let me run a Docker run command once again. So Docker run hello world. Okay, so here you can see it is actually running. So what it did actually, it tried to find the hello world latest image locally. It was not present, so it tried to connect to the artifact and search for that image. It found that image, it pulled it, and then it executed that image, right? So that was something that happened over here. Don't worry if it didn't make any sense right now. We are going to cover containers and everything into the coming video. This video has a dedicated focus on installation, so that thing is done, right? So installation on EC2 instance is done. Now let's start with the installation on Mac-based system, right? Let me just exit it, and before we close this session for Linux, let me just terminate this instance or stop this instance. So let's stop this instance for now, and whenever we want to practice, we are going to use the same instance, right? So let's consider that you have installed the package into your Mac-based system. And if you are a Windows user, now let's consider that you have installed your exe file. Now, once everything is done, let me just open the package. So I'll just search for Docker. Okay. And all you have to do is just click on it and it will just boot up the system. All right. So it will take some time. And once the engine is up and running, you can see Docker is installed. Now let me just open my terminal. Let me clear it. And here, let me run the same command which we executed into the EC2 instance. So I'll just run docker run hello world. So when you are dealing with Mac-based system or Windows-based system, all you have to do is just start the application Docker desktop, and then you will be good to go. It will again find the image locally. And since it was not present, it will try to connect to Docker Hub. It will pull the image and it will execute it. So the answer will be the same. The process will be the same. Okay. The only thing that is different over here is, earlier we were using EC2 instance, but here we are using Docker desktop. Now, what is the difference between Docker desktop and Docker CLI? That is also we are going to see in the coming video. But for now, it was about the installation. I hope you learned how you can install Docker into your Mac-based system, into EC2 instance, and into Windows-based system. If you face any issue into the installation, just post your error messages into the comments and let me know so that I can help you with the installation. Now, once everything is done, we'll proceed with the next step, right? And I would suggest to follow the documentation which are given into the Docker website, and also you can follow the MD file which is given into my GitHub repository, right? So yeah, that was all, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much and keep learning.